Hey, Bianca.
Hey, good morning, Ed.
How you doing?
Good.
I'm so excited to be out here at Frantz, getting out here and seeing the wonderful work you do. This is just where I belong right now.
That's awesome. I love to hear it.
So we've got the Mexican lime right here, which has
Yes.
great history. And what I really want to try to do today is I want to share just a simple comparison between the Mexican lime and the beer slime. And the reason is because those are the two prominent limes used in culinary, for culinary purposes, for drinks, the lot. So let's talk a little bit about the Mexican lime.
The first basic difference that I tell home gardeners is that you have to know what you want as far as planting these trees, because the main thing I would say is the size and the level of juiciness in the fruit. So Mexican key limes, you can see right here, we've got a billion on this tree here. They actually turn yellow when they're perfectly ripe, and so do the bear's lime, but they're significantly larger. You'll see when we get to the bear's lime, they're almost the size of what we would consider like a regular lemon size, and these are a lot more similar to the golf ball size. So these are not going to be nearly as juicy as your standard bear's lime.
When people have the Mexican lime, they really realize right away that it is the real lime. There's a distinct flavor difference between the Bearess and the Mexican lime.
Yeah, this is a true lime, whereas the Bear's is actually a cross between a lime and a lemon. So that's why they actually get a lot more yellow if you leave them to ripen on the tree than these ones do.
And it's got different names. I mean, it's called, this is actually called the bartender's lime.
Right, so you might get it on the top of your drink.
Yeah, and it's also called the key lime.
Yes, it does. So it gets its name from its origin in the Florida Keys, and it came from Columbus, didn't it?
Yeah. Actually, Columbus brought seeds in his trips down to the West Indies in the 1400s. So this is the main ingredient in key lime pie.
Very essential, yeah.
Yeah. You have to know all the different recipes. We're not going to go into that. I'm sorry.
Another video.
But really, really interesting variety. The variety goes back to the 10th century. The Arab traders were bringing it from Africa into the Mediterranean area back in around the 10th century.
We're going to cut one open and show you guys what they look like. These are so ripe. Look how gorgeous it is.
That is beautiful. Go ahead and squeeze some of that juice out of there. Let's get a look.
There's way more.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
It's
oh my gosh.
Raining key lime juice. Love it.
Wow.
All right, Bianca, that was very cool.
Yeah, very good. Look, there's more. Gosh.
Oh, it never ends.
Are your tacos ready? They cut it, and you can smell. They're so fragrant.
The fragrance is just,
it's
just overwhelming.
Yeah, we can smell it.
Now, wait a minute. Is this one you can do this with?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa! Does that say lime?
Wow.
That actually says...
Oh, they're really good.
It says lime in about 10 different languages, but one of the really consistent things is the green flesh.
Yes.
Yeah, so you get that green flesh.
Even when they're super ripe and the peel is very yellow, you still will see that green flesh.
Isn't that juice great? I mean, do you ever wonder why these are so popular?
Alrighty, we're over here in the bear's lime. So these are a lot different from the Mexican lime. We're going to show you the key differences here. These trees are really beautiful, and they're just barely turning into color. They just get that little bit of sheen of yellow on them. You can see really well on this one as well.
The beer slime is so cool. Because of its California history. This is actually from the same person who introduced California to the wonderful pomegranate.
Oh, okay.
So he first introduced California to the wonderful pomegranate through just a renowned nursery in Fresno at the time called Fancher Creek Nursery. And Fancher Creek Nursery had, as its owner, George C. Roding Sr. would become the California nurseryman extraordinaire in the early 1900s. He just changed the entire face of the California nursery industry. It might very well have been on the coattails of the Bearess lime and the wonderful pomegranate, because they were so well accepted and they really became popular so quickly. Okay, so the Bearess lime is also known as a Persian lime. And funny is that if you take a Persian lime, arguably, people would say these are identical again as well. All right.
Definitely a classic. This is probably also, I would say, the #1 backyard besides the Mexican key lime. I feel like a lot of people are going for these, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, well, I tell you what, lemons and limes, they're both classics, and they're both associated with cooking.
Yeah.
And they're both, and everything having to do with cooking is all right in my backyard.
Yeah, absolutely. Should I go ahead and cut us a cross section? Let's go ahead and see what these look like inside. I see juice already, and I'll show you also the difference between the Mexican key lime, which we've hung on to one. Juice fallen, of course.
Now, early on, when you first open
Look
up
at
a beer slime, you're going to have that green flesh.
Yeah.
So they're good from when they're green
Yeah.
all the way up to when they're yellow as well.
Yeah, they will look like a lemon.
And then they start to get more of that lemon color, the
Yeah,
flesh
here, let me
color
give you
as
that
well.
one.
Oh, you
And I'll
bet.
pull
All
it up.
right, let's go ahead and torture ourselves.
I want to show the size too between the Mexican key lime.
Oh, there you go.
So
Great.
there's our Mexican key lime. You can see there's just the size difference. These are really more of like that golf ball size. This is like a true, full, juicy lemon.
I think that's
and I'll
more
show
a
you-
ping pong ball.
It's really tiny. It's a ping pong ball.
If I hit
I'll
that
show you
with-
just the cross section difference here. Way more green. And we'll go ahead and give her a juice. Oh, let's taste it too. Yeah.
Definitely it's a more mild lime flavor
Yeah, than the
the
Mexican.
Mexican. Yeah, the Mexican
Yeah.
is just
Pure
overwhelming
lime.
lime. Yeah.
This one's it's got that complexity of what it is, the hybridization.
Yeah. But it sure
Woo!
doesn't lack anything in juice.
Limeade.
Boy, that's fun. Yeah, I mean, if you've got yourself, like a taco here,
Yeah.
you might have too much.
You might. Yeah. Wait.
Well, and then the other thing about this in comparison to the Mexican lime, I think that's important to point out, is that this is a lot more cold hardy. Mexican lime
Yes.
is so sensitive to cold. I mean, you could
Yes.
say cold by it, and it's
Yeah.
going to have problems.
Yeah, even here in the heart of winter, we sometimes see the trees start to lose their leaves. They don't quite die here, but you can tell they're under stress.
They get that yellowing margin,
Yes.
and they just look like they're struggling, and they are.
Absolutely.
And if you get too hard of frost, they're going to die. So, but the beer slime actually will tolerate,
Yeah.
a fairly cold climate. So it's very, very popular, even in indoor-outdoor growing. So
Yeah.
where people are growing indoors and outdoors at the same time. I don't know if the Mexican lime is actually as accommodating. I think it really requires higher humidity, and when
Yeah.
you bring it inside, that dryness in the wintertime for indoor-outdoor growing, I don't think it really complements the Mexican lime
Yeah.
as much as the beer slime tolerates that indoor-outdoor growing.
Absolutely, I totally agree. And the other thing we're looking at as far as the structure of this tree is that they're almost thornless. I'm brushing my hand up against the bottom here, and I'm not feeling any thorns. I can see them right up against the leaf. They're maybe a centimeter in length, really tiny, compared to other citrus, which can really have a long 1 inch to 2 inch barb on them. These are a lot more friendly, I would say.
Oh yeah.
to bunching up against them.
They are. And again, here's a nice, short, statured tree. Definitely doesn't restrict having fruit on them.
Absolutely.
So for the home garden.
This right here, you can see this is a pretty big pot size. We've got a great sturdy, strong trunk here. It's probably 1 inch to 1.5 inch caliper right there. And this is a 24-inch pot size. So it's 24 inches from this side all the way to this side.
Yeah, and here I'll point out this. I have a collection of citrus that I've been raising for, some of them are as old as 50 years. And this is the pot size that I go up to. So I get up to 24s, and so I've got Oro Blanco grapefruits, I've got Nagami kumquats that have been in containers, this size container, 24, for 50 years.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
They really just do really well in pots.
They really do. They're like fish in fish tank. Once they figure
Yeah.
this is where I'm going to live, they really start to accommodate that as long as you're consistent with your water and
Yeah,
your food.
they're very happy.
Yep.